Morning. I don't know, it's about 6 or 7. I just realised that I can make videos, obviously, edit them and then put them up without putting them straight up. Sorry, get that right. So this is my 7th day of TM. This morning I woke up and I was in the same anxiety fits. I call them anxiety fits now because that's what I realised they must have been. I thought it was a complete physical withdrawal from the drugs, because every morning I've been waking up since I can remember, throwing up, being sick, stomach problems, and I'd have to drink my methadone, lie in bed for an hour and try and get these symptoms to go away. But I now realise, well, what I did this morning was I meditated and they went. So I realise now that it was the calming the brain that stopped the anxiety, which stopped the sickness, which could obviously do a lot to help the shakes. I mean, see, I know nothing about TM. I've been doing it for 7 days. I know nothing, absolutely nothing about it. But I know that I've been trying it, working at it, and now I'm telling you the effects of what's been happening. My life was I was already fighting to get there. I had a suicide attempt, I think, about 4 or 5 months ago, I think now. There and there. See, I won't tell you which to, but yeah. So it wasn't a cry for help anyway. The only reason I fucked it up was because I was too high on downers. It's not funny to do it properly. So yeah, I was in a bad place. So I was fighting it, but I've been fighting it for so long, so many years, and I didn't even know what I was fighting anymore. I mean, I didn't know if I was fighting the car accident, the cancer-like treatment I had to go through for a blood problem, which I'm cured of now. But that was hard going, but I needed to do that. I don't know if it was that, I don't know if it started when I don't know if I had mental problems before. I mean, 13 I started actually taking drugs. I always call myself an addict from 15 because that's when I was shooting heroin. You know, I consider myself, I mean, I suppose 14 through to 15, even carried on after actually I started using heroin, but I was massively on ecstasy or acid, tons of acid first, tons of speed first, tons of acid, tons of ecstasy. Ecstasy got such a problem because it was so joyful and so amazing, and and the only feeling when I was talking about this to my teacher, or the only thing I can liken TM to, at first it's like ecstasy, but it's like a clean ecstasy, and it's more powerful and it lasts for longer, and there is no come down, and and it does carry on forever. So all you ravers out there, I caught the end of the ecstasy era. I was at the house parties. I was there fucking different birds from one room to another. I was loved up. I was, yeah, of course. It was amazing experiences. We used to lie in the garden, watch the sun come up, but then it got to a point where it became dirty, because you have to time it. You have to time your bliss, like 4 hours, and then it's massive depression, and then it makes you feel lonely, and then you know, worst case scenario, I don't know about you guys, but worse, I started hearing voices as I was walking down the street. Oh, Chris, Chris. So as I was saying, I don't know whether my mental illness started back then, and that's why as soon as I had my first chase of heroin, it took all of that away. It took all my worries, all my but that it took all the ecstasy crap away. I didn't realise. I thought but even without taking ecstasy first, I think I would have thought it would have took all my mental problems away. And it isn't like Brand says with where you're searching you're searching for something you lost, you know, in there. It's the fact that your brain is so fogged up with shit that when you take that, whether you've got mental problems or not, when you take that first hit of any drug really, but especially heroin because it isn't an active drug for your mind, it slows your respiratory system down. In fact, thinking about it, studying it, has pretty much a lot of the effects TM does to your body. So obviously your body's going to think it's come almost home, but you know, because you've rested, you're living in the moment, you don't care about bills, you know, obviously you care, well no you don't actually with that, but you do with TM, but you care about bills and that, but with heroin, because it's a painkiller, it also numbs your emotions. So that's the problem. Now, yes, I think I was self-medicating, to think about it. If the doctor wasn't giving me what I needed or told me what I needed, so I needed really sorting out in the head better, and of course he gave me little amounts of downers. He thought they'd shut me up. It did, because then I went away and found more downers on the street, which was heroin, which is just exactly the same as morphine. For anybody else that doesn't know, it's exactly the same. As soon as that needle's put in your arm and pushed in, it turns into morphine. It breaks down into morphine, which is exactly what they give you in the hospital and exactly what you're taking in your pain medication at this precise moment. So there's no difference whatsoever. If you're taking codeine, yes, it's a slight different bit of the plant, a slight different, I forget the word now, but yes, it's a slight variation, but exactly the same. You know, so if you're there taking your codeine medicine or whatever and everything else, and you're feeling better, and you know, and you're going, yeah, that's why. And so please don't distinguish between yourself and someone on the street using heroin, because you know, all the difference is you can buy yours over the counter or go to the doctor and ask for it. That's the only difference, you know. And it's the lifestyle that goes with the heroin, and you know, the using of the needles, the tin foil. That's the kind of like the OCD we humans get, all that goes along with it. But yeah, sorry, to get point this morning was good. I had my friend come down. I spoke to my partner, and yes, everything seems to be okay. But like I say, I'm on a roller coaster at the minute, so I've come up from the suicide attempts. I was still bad, still ill, knew I had to change that, and found TM, and now I'll take you from there. So thank you. Thanks for listening.